So Ashley, can you introduce us to this project and its concept?
Okay, so the last couple of years I've been finding ways to inspire others and support good causes that mean a lot to me. However, I wasn't ready. I had to work on myself mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually. So when I was ready, I was able to work on projects that I could produce something to the world. These projects was to raise awareness for breast cancer as well as bereavement. So back in high school, I started with selling wristbands like this one in the name of my mum's charity called the Chantal Rosenbaum Foundation. Then I discovered that my mum wrote a book based on her experience with breast cancer. So yeah, I realised that when I looked on Amazon, I saw that it was released in April 2006. And then in 2021, I decided to write my own one about my experience, but with grief as well as other difficulties I faced. This was released in June 2024. And then last year, I decided to book in for a photo shoot where I would wear my mum's iconic pink wig and her sailor-themed blazer. This project was a step further, something also out of my comfort zone. I think I just wanted to cover a song that I would relate to. Now, my original idea wasn't going to be a music video. It was just going to be like a short cover and post it on social media. But I just thought it would be a lot more effective to create a whole music video. And not only that, I could promote my mum's charity as well as promoting the pink ribbon. I wanted to publicly share my cover of the song. I wanted to do it justice, which was why I reached out to a local singing teacher and started learning how to sing again. I used to sing for about 8 to 9 years at my dancing school and then a little bit at my college. But I think what it came down to was the fact that I just wasn't ready. You know, I just didn't believe in myself. So that's pretty much it.
All right. So can you tell us a little bit about the song and how did you come up with it?
Of course. So I chose the song These Days by a band called the Entitled Sons. I mean, I only discovered this band about a year ago, January actually, so yeah. I chose this song because of how raw and delicate it is at the same time. You know, it has a powerful message and vulnerable lyrics, but with a hypnotic sound that will keep the listeners interested. They wrote the song to raise money for cancer research, but they also was experiencing cancer themselves in the family. Admiring the union of like-minded souls, that's when I went, now I'm listening. I've been taken with a lot of bands over the years. However, I've never come across anyone quite like them. But I'm also aware that everyone has their favourites and their opinions. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about the Entitled Sons and the band?
Yeah, of course. So they are 4 brothers, 1 to 2 years apart, and their dad. So their dad is called Graham, and he plays the bass. You have the oldest Billy, he plays the keys. Charlie is the lead singer, Rafi is the guitarist, and Laurie is the drummer. They started the band back in early 2022, I want to say. So they haven't been around for that long, but already have a huge following. The youngest was about 12 at the time, and now he's 16. So the maturity levels is astonishing to see. I will mention that they have already been in the public eye before. They have been featured on TV documentaries growing up, and one was about their family building their own house and living life in the countryside in Somerset. Their mum and wife, Sarah Beanie, is also in the public eye due to her profession as a property developer. And she has also got her own documentaries. So, yeah, that's pretty much.
And why and how do you connect with them?
I have had a similar experience. So, when I was 4 years old, my mum was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2005. She managed to get the all clear, but unfortunately it returned and she lost her fight with it in 2009, which was 3 days before my 9th birthday. Not only that, this Saturday, which is the 4th of July, will be 17 years exactly since she passed. And also she died on a Saturday, which is, again, this 4th of July is also on a Saturday, so it's going to be a lot more hard-hitting for me and my family. My mum had triple negative. Now, triple negative is an aggressive form of breast cancer, and it only affects 15% of women, and also it tends to grow faster than any other breast cancers. It was very difficult for me when it came to learning a lot without my mum being around, especially what my brain was capable of at the time. But now my brain feels free in a way. I discovered that within her experience with breast cancer, no matter how much pain she was in, she was persistent in staying alive as much as she possibly could, so she could be here for the one she loved and to continue making other people smile and laugh. My mum was, and still is, a massive inspiration to everybody she knew. I wanted to continue, should I say, living in her legacy, to mirror what she achieved in her life, but in my own way.
Right, thank you for that. And what are your long-term goals for the music industry?
So, I've always been musically inclined. So since I was a little girl, I always dreamed of being a singer. I mean, who hasn't? But we also want to be realistic, because some dreams may not become come true as easy as others who have already made it. My goals are known at the moment. I just wanted to focus on this project. What I will say is that you never know where something might lead you. I do believe that it is important to have different paths to explore. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. At least you've tried. I mean, at least you got something out of it, which was the experience. In the future, though, I would like to collaborate with others in the music industry, and maybe I could use out lyrics that I've written for the last 5 years. So who knows what might happen.
That's really exciting to hear. Well, thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you for this interview, for your lovely words.
That's okay.